Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from our hectic schedule to talk about art. Oh my God, that is amazing. So it's actually moving. Remember to hit that subscribe button for daily and consistent content. Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is that time of day when we take just a short break from our hectic schedule to talk about art. My name is Jennylynd James, and I'm an artist who enjoys capturing life in acrylic on canvas. With me today is Mark Renaissance Cameron, all the way from Mandeville, Jamaica. Hello, Mark.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today on Art Snack.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here to be interviewed by a fellow artist, so it should make for a very fun conversation.
Yeah, so thank you so much for sparing the time. I know you're a busy artist. So tell us, how did you get started as an artist? What influenced you to take this path in life?
I'm a naturalist, first and foremost.
Okay.
I love nature. I love beautiful trees. At a young age, I've always noticed clouds and how clouds, the formation of clouds.
Yes.
I've always been interested in the art, in things that are artistic, so to speak.
Okay.
From a natural standpoint.
Yes.
And forgive the dog. This is a Jamaica thing. You have
That's
dogs.
Okay.
So I've always wanted to capture what I've seen, whether it be a photograph or on canvas or on a piece of paper or something.
Yes.
And I've always been interested in doing that. And when I went to school, my love of airplanes had me painting airplanes as well.
Yes.
A friend of mine who I've always been intrigued by flight as well. So I started painting airplanes with my friend and transitioned into more detailed work with trees and rivers. I love the water.
Right. Okay.
I love rivers. I love the sea. So those are things that were important to me. I started to capture on canvas.
Yes.
My father was he encouraged me a lot to continue painting.
Okay. That's good, because some Caribbean parents, they say art. I don't think so.
Parents were very instrumental in how I conducted myself.
Excellent.
They encouraged me in any manner that they could in whatever I wanted to do.
Excellent.
My father always told me that I could be anything that I wanted to be.
Yes.
I believe them. And that has been a part of how my outlook on life.
Yes.
How I look on people. I've always been a very confident person.
Yes.
I believe that I could do whatever that I wanted to do. And in most cases, I've done whatever I wanted to.
Very good. And did you study art formally in art school, or you're self-taught?
I'm mostly self-taught. I'm a trained graphic artist.
Oh, graphic arts. Oh, okay.
With Pamela Sarkisian, who's an American master.
Okay.
Who I met in California. She does mostly realistic work.
Yes.
And in some ways, I am happy that I'm not formally trained, because my style is very unique. I am there's certain basics that one must understand as it relates to art. Shadows, light, use of color, and most importantly, which people tend not to think about, is the subject matter.
Yes.
The subject matter is what's important. Executing is secondary to the subject that you're actually creating or recreating. I am often, some people, those purists say I'm not consistent.
I've had that said about me too, because I changed my subject matter.
I reject that argument because in the context that what you're talking about, because I am consistently inconsistent. And
that's what being Renaissance, I call myself a Renaissance woman too. And that's what it's all about. You're inspired by a subject and you paint it. You don't have to paint trees for the rest of your life, okay?
No one will put me in a box.
Very good.
I will never be put in a box. I will paint whatever I feel like painting.
Excellent. I like that. Because I do the same, like now it's abstract. Next week it could be musicians.
I did some serious abstract pieces that I don't have any in my studio right now, but I have a secondary studio. I might be able to take you over there.
Okay, excellent.
It's more grounded. It's actually on the ground.
Okay.
So, but I tend to paint how I feel.
Yes.
At the time that I'm painting, and painting for me is kind of emptying my head.
Okay, right.
I have these things on my mind that I want to express.
Yes.
And in whatever form it takes, I will express them.
Right. And what is your medium of choice, or you experiment with media?
I go between oil and canvas and acrylic.
And acrylic. Okay.
For speed.
Yes.
Sometimes I have this need to get things out quickly. I go with acrylic.
Yes.
And I just can't, sometimes I can't wait for oil to dry and to build. And
I know.
So in certain cases, what I would do is that I would start other pieces.
Yes.
So I end up with like 6 pieces going at the same time.
Okay.
Because I want to keep creating, and I have different things that I'm thinking about.
Right. Okay.
So I would start one painting now, and if I'm working with oils and I need to get good blends and that kind of thing, I'd go with my oils, And if I have other thoughts and ideas that are within the same medium,
yes,
I will continue with oil on those as well.
Okay, so several works in process.
Right. So
till you finish them. Okay.
And I think over the years I have been transitioning. As an artist, we're always in a constant growth, state of growth.
Yes.
We're inquisitive people, we like to investigate things.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been welding, doing some welding.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, on Wednesday, I had a radio show related to my music. I like to play music. I like to.
Okay.
Like a DJ.
Yes. So an online radio show?
Yes. So
okay.
it's called mightyenforcers.com.
Mightyenforcers.com. We have to put that on the screen. Okay.
Yes, and so yes, on Wednesday I had a show with Eddie Love, who is a well-known DJ from New York, WBLS. He was my host. He has a great voice, so he did this most of the speaking.
Yes.
And it was playing, so I played some really cool slow jams, a couple reggae music that I like. And so I made this table because how it was set up, I didn't have the table that I had around wasn't adequate.
Okay.
I designed a table that day.
Wow, okay.
And had it done for the show. So I find myself going off into different areas as needed.
Right, right.
I'm also very much on self-reliance and very impatient. I do not like to put my time in the hands of others. So if I want to get something done, I get it done.
Yes.
By any means necessary, within the context of the law.
So Mark Cameron has his studio, his art studio built in a tree, like a tree house. This is so exciting.
That's right here. Tree house here.
Can you show the outside of the treehouse and what it looks like, and then go back, please?
Okay. This is where I, kind of chill out.
Oh wow! And this is in Kingston?
I'm in Mandeville.
Mandeville.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Mark Cameron's art studio built within the trees, Mandeville, Jamaica.
I built a storage downstairs.
Yes, for all your paintings. Oh, wonderful.
You see, once you have the floor, you also have a roof. It becomes a roof.
That's right. That's right.
But before, when I first built this, you could actually walk under the house.
Yes.
So, and I weld. I mean, I'm a builder. I build homes. So.
Okay.
I built the first cut stone apartment complex in Jamaica.
Wow, how exciting! And here we have the studio upstairs.
Yes.
Painting of Bob Marley as we enter. Well, this is the most exciting studio I've seen to date. Very good. So I'm anxious to see some samples of your work. Can you take us through some of your paintings? I'm seeing some in the background. So let us look at a few of them.
Sure. Can I adjust the camera here a little bit so I can get the full view? Okay. Excuse me. This piece I started 4 years ago, and it's transitioned to this.
Beautiful. So is this oil on canvas?
Oil on canvas. It was a much different painting than where it started, but for some, sometimes I have pieces in my studio.
Yes.
As I grow as an artist, I see the painting quite differently.
Okay, right.
I change the painting into something that is more current in my thought.
Okay.
Any paint that hangs around long enough in my studio is likely to be changed.
I've painted over a few actually, because I look at them and I decide, what was I thinking?
Right, especially when you're low on canvas and you need to paint.
Uh-huh.
I vet all the paintings
Right.
to see if they should, So this is a piece that reminds me of Jamaica.
What river is this?
It's a make-believe river. It's actually the source of the White River.
Okay.
Blue Hole in St. Anne's.
Okay.
it comes up in a place similar to this, and it goes all the way down into Blue Hole.
And the building there, is it has any special meaning, that building in the painting?
It's a typical great house that you'd have in these, colonial.
Okay, a colonial great house. Okay, thank you. Right. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of work.
This painting is actually a giclée.
Giclée, okay, beautiful rendition, and so realistic.
That is embellished for a customer.
Okay.
It's not just
So it's a commission with Bob Nestamali.
It's actually a painting from an original that I did.
Okay.
It's called Jamaica to the World. So it starts off with the Jamaican colors.
Yes.
And it transitions into different colors, which colors of the different flags of the world.
Oh, I see.
Signifies Bob Marley's impact on the
world. Yes, yes, definitely.
Liberation music, that type of thing. It's an impressionistic piece. It's not very, somewhat realistic, but more, impressionistic.
Yes, yes. Beautiful painting.
Thank you.
Powerful piece.
This is a Jamaican. It could be in any island. It's an old. It's a painting that you probably see.
Okay, so roadway going into the
old country road,
Yes, yes.
You see?
Yes, and the coconut trees at the side. Tropical vegetation. Okay.
Right.
A lot of detail to it, the vegetation. So is this oil and canvas as well?
This is acrylic.
Oh, it's acrylic. Oh, beautiful.
This is a piece I just started. This is off the Rio Grande in Jamaica.
Oh, beautiful water. I feel like, you could jump right in. And I like the detail of the rocks and the vegetation. Beautiful. The water looks living, like feel like I could take a dip in the water right now.
I told you I'm a water baby, so.
Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful. Beautiful work.
Most of my paintings right now are in galleries around Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Okay.
Yeah, there's a restaurant there that I built called Dukuno Jamaican Kitchen. And it has most of my paintings on the wall.
Dukuno Jamaican Kitchen?
Yes.
Ah, so we have to put that in the video so that people can go there and see more of your work in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm
also a chef.
Okay.
A restaurant in California for 15 years.
Oh.
So I trained staff how to cook the food.
What type of food? Was it typical Caribbean or just international?
Some fusion, with pasta.
Okay.
Like we do a Rasta pasta.
Yes.
Things that we try to be as inclusive as possible.
Right, right. And was this in Los Angeles?
No, this is in Wynwood, in the art district of Miami.
Oh,
Wynwood,
Miami.
Florida.
Okay.
This is another piece inspired by, there's a place in Jamaica called it's where they have hot springs in St. Thomas.
Okay.
This is they're taking a bath.
Right, right. Oh, beautiful. And you can see the water just covering her body. That is lovely. Again, as you say, fascinated by water.
Absolutely. Well, you just kind of got me. You kind of got me in that zone to, this month. I mean, I usually do faces and people.
Yes.
This piece I'm working on now is a picture of, of course, we're from the Caribbean, we're talking about, getting rid of our colonial past and that type of thing.
Yes.
So we, in this quest to be a republic, especially in Jamaica.
Yes. So Jamaica is going
there's big talk about
journey.
Right. So I was inspired to paint one of our superstars in track and field, Shelly-Ann Fraser.
Okay, yes.
Busting through the Union Jack.
Oh.
American flag.
Right.
So this is a piece I just started. It's not finished, but
yes. So it's quite symbolic in the quest for Jamaican freedom from the colonial past.
Can you see?
Yes. Beautiful. And great symbols there too. So that is a good idea, and I like the symbolic nature of the painting. Very good. Yes. Excellent.
This is another one I just started.
Oh, a donkey. So a country scene.
A country scene.
Yes. And I like the size of your canvases. You do all it's large works, it seems.
Yes, I mean, the houses today, the homes today are quite big.
Okay.
You can get lost. I think people need to understand that to appreciate your art.
Yes.
You should try to find a room that rooms that have with pieces that you can appreciate by take a look from wherever you are.
Okay, right.
How important a region the Caribbean is, So in my travels I try to highlight our people, the importance of our region and our people in the wider world,
Yes.
I try to be inclusive as much as I can.
Right. We have time for one more.
Beg your pardon?
No, just one more painting.
This is one of my huge jazz pieces.
Oh, excellent. I saw this on the group Facebook page that you created. So tell me about this painting.
This is can you see it?
Yes.
This is the likeness of Richard Pryce. Not exactly like him. It's not meant to be exactly like him.
Right.
The gentleman over here to the far right is Walter Matthau.
Okay. Yes.
And this is just a random lady that she just has a very cute face. So I did.
Okay.
I did her anyway,
And then is that Ray Charles in front? Who's in front there?
This is Ray Charles, yes.
Oh, okay.
Not exactly like it, but I'm not finished. But I'm not trying to do exactly like the person.
Right.
For potential, issues with
yes.
copyright.
Yes. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing your work with us today.
You're welcome.
So please tell the viewers what art projects you have at the moment or you plan to do in the future. Any artistic projects coming up?
I have I'm doing a book.
Yes.
I'm doing two books actually. One is called Jamaica's Dysfunctional Democracy. The next one is a pictorial of my paintings,
yes,
my art, and my photography.
Oh, excellent.
Which will also have a couple recipes of a few dishes that I've created. So it's going to be a top book that has quite a few different elements to it.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Culinary to fine arts, and
culinary to fine arts.
Fine arts, yeah. So you have photography.
Yes.
I do write poems, so poetry.
Yes.
And each one will have like certain paintings. A poem would be assigned to that painting.
Okay, that's a brilliant idea.
Right. So it's not your typical tabletop book. It's gonna be it's gonna have different elements. So you know, if you want to see a good recipe, you go to my book. You go to my tabletop book.
Okay. So all your or many of your artistic talents will be expressed in this book.
For the most part, yes.
Excellent. So I can't wait to see it, get a copy in the future. When do you have a projected date for completion? I'm working for my birthday, which is the 27th of June. All right. So that's coming up soon.
The significance of that is that I'm an independence baby. I was born in 61.
Oh.
I'm 61 in June.
Okay.
It's the 6th month of the year. So
all right. Yes. So it is quite significant. We have to have the book published and ready for sale.
666. Good way. You know, people always say 666, that's a bad thing or whatever.
Superstition. Only if you want it to be bad. But other than that, it means nothing.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, good luck with your upcoming book. And please tell viewers where they can see more of your work. We mentioned a place in Florida. So please, let's hear again the address and where where they're located.
Well, in Miami, I'm at Dukuno, D-U-K-U-N-O-O, Jamaican Kitchen in Wynwood. You can get me online at Mark Renaissance Cameron, on IG, mark.art.cameron. I also have a website that is mccameron.com.
mccameron.com. So I'm going to put all the contact information right on the screen so that viewers can find your work in the future. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me today on Art Snack. Really appreciated this opportunity to meet you, to see your studio in the treehouse. First time I see it in a studio like this, quite impressive. And it was a pleasure speaking with you today on Art Snack.
Same here, appreciate it, taking time to interview a little guy like me.
And viewers can see more of my work at Art by Jennylynd James on Instagram and Facebook, and at my website, jennylyndjames.com/art. I'd also like to invite viewers to sign up for my new course, which is called Succeeding as a Fine Artist, Guidance, Tips, and Strategies. So this course is online, it's self-paced. If you're a self-taught artist or new graduate, you want to know how to make a living selling art, sign up for my course. The link is in the description box. Also, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button to see more consistent content as I interview artists from throughout the Caribbean and the diaspora. Thanks for joining us on Art Snack today.